Before you get started, here's just a few reminders regarding the electronic contracting process. The contract should have already been discussed and reviewed with the attorney. Make sure you have included all the required attachments to the contract. Please refer to the county contracting policy located on the intranet for specific requirements. E-contracts begin when you're ready to submit the official contract for signatures. Now let's get started. To begin the contract submission process, you will need to start with Laserfiche Forms. Log into Laserfiche Forms and enter your network username and password. Once you are logged in, you will see the Forms menu, and to the far left you will see the green button labeled Start Process. Click Start Process. This will list all the business processes you have access to. You should only see live contracts, contract origination form, and click the Start button to the right. Once the form loads, you will need to complete each required field with a red star. To enter the vendor information, start typing the vendor name and a lookup window will appear so you can make your selection. The system will auto-populate the address and other vendor information. This is based on PeopleSoft vendor information, so if the vendor is not in PeopleSoft, you will need to manually enter the information. Continue to complete the remaining fields. Select the appropriate department and division that applies. Under the Contract Information section, you will notice the contract number is grayed out. This system will assign the contract number and will determine the fiscal year based on what you enter into the start date for the contract. Please select the correct contract type. Services that require a COI or Certificate of Insurance will be routed to the Risk Manager for review before being saved to Laserfiche. A technology contract will be routed to the CIO for review before being saved to Laserfiche. In this example, this is an equipment-based contract that doesn't require a CIO or a CIO review. Enter a brief description of the contract. Answer if this is a contract amendment. If it is a contract amendment, you will be asked to enter the contract number of the original contract for reference. In this example, this is not a contract amendment, so I'm answering no. You will need to answer whether this is an MOA. In this example, it's not an MOA. Next, we will need to enter the revenue and expense information. Check all boxes that apply, as some contracts have both a revenue and expense associated with them. Enter the account information. The field will automatically format the entry. It will also accept the project codes if needed. Enter the amount for each account as needed, and the system will total each for revenue and expenses. Under the Compliance Supplement section, most departments will answer no to this question, as this is an audit requirement for some federal and state grants based on the amount of the funding. Now we are ready to upload the contract, so click the Upload button. Locate the contract you wish to upload. Once it is uploaded, click the Submit button. The system will process the form and will indicate whether it was accepted. Once this is done, you can close the window and go back to Forms and begin another contract. Or if finished, you can sign out of Forms. If there is no approval required for risk management or technology, the next step will be to submit the contract to DocuSign using Laserfiche. See step 2 for further instructions of that process.